Welcome to ABC31 News Tonight. I'm Scott Beadle. A congressman from Louisiana is in critical condition tonight after being shot at a baseball field in Alexandria, Virginia. The House Majority Whip Steve Scalise was hit by gunfire as he and fellow congressmen practiced for a charity ball game. ABC's Lana Zach has the latest in our top story tonight.
Baseball equipment left on the field, scattered remnants of a summer morning interrupted by gunfire. The assailant shooting at least 5 victims, including the Republican whip Congressman Steve Scalise, who is now in critical condition.
Steve and others, you are deeply in our prayers. We count the minutes until you return.
Partisanship was cast aside in a shared disbelief. Democrats seen here praying for their Republican colleagues.
We are united in our shock. We are united in our anguish. An attack on one of us is an attack on all of us.
Senator Bernie Sanders reacting to reports that the shooter may have volunteered on his campaign.
I am sickened by this despicable act.
Investigators are still trying to determine the motive of the shooter, believed to be 66-year-old James T. Hodgkinson of Belleville, Illinois. Just before the shooting began, one congressman was approached by a stranger.
I did have an interaction with someone in the parking lot who asked me if the team practicing was a Democrat or Republican team. I told him they were Republicans. He said, "Okay, thanks."
Moments later, gunshots pierced the air. The shooter at third base, Congressman Scalise, hit on second.
He dragged himself after he was shot from near second base about 10 or 15 yards into the field, just to be, I think, a little further away from the gunman, but he was laying motionless out there.
Capitol Hill police on the scene returning fire.
Our brave Capitol Police perform a challenging job with incredible skill, and their sacrifice makes democracy possible.
And that shooter is believed to be deceased. We do continue to monitor the health of all 5 of the victims. And in a show of solidarity, that congressional baseball game that was scheduled for tomorrow will continue to go on as planned, with one significant difference. Republicans and Democrats will all be wearing the same jerseys, LSU, in honor of Congressman Scalise. Reporting from Delray, Virginia, Lana Zach, ABC News.
The Gillis-Lawn span over the Red River, also known as the Jackson Street Bridge, was under an emergency closure today because of a mechanical failure. This is a drawbridge that is moved when boats need to pass through the area. It links Alexandria and Pineville. In recent past, there have been other mechanical problems with the span, and this is not the first time state highway officials have had to close it for repairs. The bridge was reopened shortly after 1 p.m. this afternoon. Do you need a little help making sure your child's car safety seat is properly installed? Louisiana State Police partners with Rapides Trauma Center to conduct a monthly car seat check.
Not able to make it on every second Wednesday of every month to the hospital, then I'm available. I can be contacted at the troop or through our website, and I'll actually come to you.
You can contact Trooper Morrow at 318-769-9577 for more information. There are a number of ways to preserve important things in the event of a hurricane. The Louisiana Department of Insurance is advising residents to take action now. Hurricane season is here, and as many know, hurricanes come with the possibility of losing everything. Performing a home inventory can't prevent a storm, but it can aid in dealing with the aftermath.
Having an inventory of everything in your house is vitally important. We get a lot of questions when there's a depreciation on, say, a television or things of that sort. When a person can prove this is what it cost, this is when I bought it, this is what type it was, it's so much easier for the insurance company to go, okay, well, you had this stuff. The adjuster can go, well, this is what they had. These are the pictures. These are things that we don't have to recreate.
During your home inventory, you should take pictures of items, make a list on the computer, and if possible, gather receipts from purchases. The National Association of Insurance Commissioners has also made an app available that can be used to store home inventory information. And after the large amount of flooding in Louisiana last year, many residents are buying policies with the National Flood Insurance Program.
Need every retired teacher in this parish who can possibly come to.
All right, it looks like we're having some technical difficulties there, but some hot, humid weather is hanging over central Louisiana. Meteorologist Ross Whitley is here with a first look at our forecast.
Yeah, we're continuing to see that hot and humid weather for the rest of the week. We're right around our seasonable average for this time of year at 91 degrees today. And then we had the rain move in, and we even picked up over 1/4 inch of rain today, bringing our total for the year around 26 inches, bringing us into the surplus for the year. And we're going to continue to see those rain chances and the humidity throughout the rest of the week. Thankfully, we're actually going to be trending down on our chances of rain, maybe to about 30%. Today we had a 50% chance of rain. And we're also tracking maybe some tropical trouble coming into next week. Of course, we'll talk about that and more coming up just a little bit.
All right, thank you, Ross. Rapids deputies arrest 3 people for transporting a large amount of marijuana and cash. Deputies say the 3 were traveling in 2 cars near the Allen Parish line on Highway 165. They arrested 33-year-old Dwan Maureen Carter of Winsboro, 30-year-old Kelsey Brianna Thomas of Bastrop, and 39-year-old John Henry Goods of Winsboro. The Rapids Parish Division of the Louisiana Retired Teachers Organization will be hosting a meeting next Tuesday at the Alexandria Police Station at 10 a.m.
We need every retired teacher in this parish who can possibly come and help us regroup and reorganize so that we're effective when we speak to our legislators and in the various things that we pursue as a group as retired teachers.
Gloria Hearn hopes for more structure and organization so they'll be prepared to present issues to lawmakers. A group of students is making LSUA history by being the first African-American organization on campus. The Black Organization of Leadership and Development's purpose is to put students in leadership positions. The goal? Set a standard others can be encouraged by that will bring the student body and community together.
On this organization because we seen that we had a need on LSUA's campus for the organization. Every other nationality or individual had their own personal organization, so we wanted to have an organization for our people as well. Through this organization, we want to promote African American history, let people know that all lives matter, but at the same time, we want to put emphasis on knowing about African American history and let people know that all lives matter and that we are important.
It'll be very, very encouraging for any college student, period. Most students drop out of college, they feel discouraged because they don't have a group to go to. With the Black Organization of Leadership and Development, you have a group that you can go to that will encourage you academically, historically, culturally as well as spiritually.
And for more information, you can email Cody Hamilton at chamilton@lsua.edu.
Enter to win free tickets to Splash Kingdom Water Park in Shreveport, courtesy of KLAX TV. Each winner gets a family 4-pack and a great day of fun. Enter on our website, on Facebook, or on Twitter, and register to win today. Download the KLAX weather app for your smartphone or tablet. Get live current conditions, radar maps, alerts, and more. More ways to stay connected with KLAX TV.
I'm meteorologist Ross Whitley looking at our dew point, and it's nasty out there in the steamy range. Well, I would even consider it oppressively humid. 75 for a dew point. That's really, really high. Really, the record dew point ever set is 86. So it's really humid out there, I promise. And it's thankfully because we had a little bit of rain in the area just a little bit earlier. Not too long ago, we were watching these showers and storms producing some gusty winds, frequent lightning, and some very heavy rain. About 1 inch of rain fell in some areas in under an hour. And these continue to move off to the north and east. And really, we're going to see more of the same as we go throughout the day tomorrow. Maybe a little less widely scattered, a little less coverage across the area as we go throughout the day tomorrow. These storms won't be quite as concentrated across the state. We'll see fewer number of storms throughout the day for tomorrow, thankfully, because we're going to have a little bit of drier air in here. It's not going to be quite as bad. Dew points out there around 75, and our low tonight right around that 73 degrees. Mostly clear and humid. About a 20% chance that we'll see an isolated shower still hanging on throughout the overnight hours into the early morning hours, but that wind staying out of the south around 5 miles per hour. Our day planner for tomorrow, 7 a.m., just a few clouds out there. Really no chance of rain until we get into the afternoon. But you notice yesterday we were at 60% for 5 p.m. and for tomorrow we'll be around 30%. Temperatures not really changing a whole lot though. We're still going to see a high right around 92 degrees. Looking at our weather headlines as we go throughout the rest of the week, hot and humid, isolated storms in the afternoon. We're going to continue to see those heat index values in the upper 90s as well. And then of course, heavy rain and frequent lightning, which most of us can attest to seeing those storms go through today, can occur with any of these storms. So flash flooding is still a concern with those storms. If they stall out, they could produce some very heavy rain in a very short period of time over the same area. Looking at our surface map for tomorrow, we're going to be right on the edge of this little dry line that'll be trying to move into our area, and that'll help spark a few showers and storms, but make the coverage far less expansive. And then just off to our north, watching a little enhancement that could cause some severe weather. Luckily none for us. And you look out west, they're going to be dealing with some extreme heat as we go into next week. Now I teased the tropical trouble, and this is what we're looking at. Potential development going into the Yucatan Peninsula and the Bay as we get into early next week. And this storm could organize. There's a low percent chance of that, about 40%, but it could organize and might move into Texas. So of course we'll keep a close eye on that for you as we get closer to the development and that time. Forecast lows out there tonight right around 72, 73 degrees with a 30% chance of rain. And tomorrow, more of the same, 92 degrees and about 30% chance of showers. In our extended forecast, continue to see all of the heat out there and, well, rain chances as well, right around 90 to 93 degrees. That's a look at your weather and your 7-day. Scott?
Sears Holdings will cut 400 full-time jobs as the retailer looks to turn its businesses around. The company has announced the closing of another 66 stores by September, in addition to the 150 stores it closed in April. These latest cuts will include jobs at its corporate offices and some field operations positions, as well as jobs related to those store closures. McDonald's will be using social media to find an estimated 250,000 workers needed to fill jobs this summer. The fast food giant is not using sites such as LinkedIn, but will instead use Snapchat, calling its hiring tool Snapplications. A Snapchat user can view a 10-second video ad about how great it is to work at McDonald's. And if interested, they can follow a link to McDonald's career page where they can find a job application. Technology might just replace the boarding pass, and Apple confirms it is working on self-driving cars. Jane King is at the NASDAQ market site with those stories and more in today's Tech Report.
The TSA is testing technology to identify passengers by their fingerprints at airports in Atlanta and Denver, a system that could ultimately eliminate paper boarding passes and ID documents. At some point, facial recognition could even get us through security. The experiment comes as TSA studies ways to get travelers through checkpoints faster. Well, there's a new way to store your stuff and let you check in on it online. Clutter comes to you. Staff digitally catalogs what you're sending, packs it up, and drives it to a clutter-operated facility. And when you want your stuff back, you can log in, click the items you need, and 48 hours later, they're at your door. Jet.com will stop selling Costco's Kirkland brand products. That's because rival Walmart bought Jet.com. A rep for Jet confirmed to Bloomberg that the site will be phasing out its inventory of Kirkland products, though it will still allow third-party marketplace sellers to continue selling the Kirkland stuff. And Apple CEO Tim Cook says the company working on self-driving cars and calls them the mother of all artificial intelligence products. Cook says Apple working on the technology for the cars in a Bloomberg interview. It did not offer, though, any detail on when its cars may be riding on the roads. And embattled Uber CEO Travis Kalanick is taking a leave of absence. The company will make changes to its culture following a highly anticipated investigation into sexual harassment and toxic workplace culture at the ride-hailing startup. No word on how long Kalanick will be away from the company. From the NASDAQ market site in Times Square, I'm Jane King with your Tech Report.
Coming up, an NSU baseball player earned first-team honors for his stellar output this season. Plus, the world's richest athlete might be in some hot water. Nick Frank has the details next.
Enter to win a carport from Quality Outdoor Products in Leesville. An $800 value in the color of your choice, plus option to upgrade to something bigger at Quality Outdoor Products. To enter, register online on Facebook or Twitter. Enter daily to increase your chances of winning. This carport could be yours from KLAX TV and Quality Outdoor Products in Leesville. See official rules at KLAXTV.com.
Good evening, Alexandria. I'm Nick Frank, and it sure would be nice to be having as good of a week as NSU's David Fry. Today, Fry became the second NSU baseball player in his many seasons to earn a spot on the All-South Central Region team, being named a first-team first baseman. Fry turned in one of the best all-around seasons in recent Demons history, hitting .340 with 21 doubles, 10 home runs, and 44 RBIs. He became the first Demon to reach that mark in the same season. Fry led the Demons in batting average, doubles, home runs, RBIs, total bases, and slugging percentage. Meanwhile, 3 NSU women's track and field competitors have earned spots on the 2017 Southland Conference All-Academic team. DeShaylin Jones won the 100 and 200-meter dash crowns while also sporting a 3.17 GPA. Tyra Duma finished 12th in the triple jump at the conference championships while turning in a perfect 4.0. And Jacqueline Rushford finished 13th in the steeplechase at the Southland Championships while posting a 3.99 GPA. The MLB draft is in full swing, and on the same day that 4 La Tech baseball players were named to the South Central All-Region team, 3 of them were also selected by Major League Ball clubs. Rafael Gladue was not only named to the first team, but was also drafted by the New York Mets in the 16th round. Nate Harris also earned first-team honors and was taken in the 21st round by the Colorado Rockies. And the third Bulldog drafted was catcher Nate Harris, who was taken in the Brent Diaz, who was taken in the 29th round by the Brewers and earned second-team recognition. As the LSU baseball team continues to prepare for the College Baseball World Series, 4 more Tigers were selected today in the MLB draft. The 2 highest being Jared Pusey and Michael Paperinski, who were taken in the 9th round. Hunter Kyle was selected in the 18th, while Doug Norman was taken in the 25th. Braves fans know that John Smoltz is a man of many talents. He's a Hall of Fame pitcher, an MLB analyst, and surprisingly a good golfer. Smoltz trying to qualify for the U.S. Senior Open as he continues to work towards his goal of making the Champions Tour in the future.
Our goal is to play more competitive golf. You got to learn how to play competitive golf, and it's no different than pitching in the big leagues. Once you learn from your mistakes and you get better, the next time you're in that situation, you don't make those same mistakes. So I enjoy this competition. It fills the competition that I lost by not playing anymore.
Last week, Forbes released their highest paid athletes in the world list, with Portugal soccer star Cristiano Ronaldo at the top. Well, today, Spain's prosecutor's office filed a lawsuit against Ronaldo for allegedly defrauding Spanish authorities of over $16 million between 2011 and 2014. In a statement, the prosecutor's office said Ronaldo knowingly used a business structure created 7 years ago to hide his income in Spain from his image rights. The prosecutor alleged the 32-year-old striker used what is deemed to be a shell company in the Virgin Islands to hide his total income from Spain's tax office, and of course Ronaldo denying the allegations. That's a lot of money to hide if it's true.
That is a lot, and you know, if it is true, that could be a fair amount of money that he is owing Spain.
And speaking of a lot of money, Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor will be fighting in Las Vegas in August. I imagine a lot of money is going to be involved.
It's official now.
Yes, it is.
All right. Thanks, Nick. A police dog gets fired, but for a completely adorable reason. How his winning personality is leading to a new prestigious position. Next.
ABC31 KLAX, the exclusive provider of ABC programming in Central Louisiana. We are the only station where you can watch new, first-run ABC programs like Dancing with the Stars, Designated Survivor,
strike the enemy.
Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's can deliver.
Damn right. Hi, I'm Michael Bailey. Call me at the number on the screen. See how easy and affordable television advertising can be.
Gavel the German Shepherd was just too darn friendly for police work. Instead of catching crooks and sniffing out explosives, he preferred getting belly tickles and cuddles from strangers. His handlers at the Queensland Police Service in Eastern Australia decided he was just too sociable for the force and cut him from its 16-month training program. But the adorable pooch has landed firmly on his paws. He's lived at the Queensland Governor's official home throughout his training, so Governor Paul DeJersey decided to make him a permanent part of the family. He also awarded Gavel the prestigious title of Vice Regal Dog.
Ooh.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Have a great night.
Only one doctor brings health right to your home. Dr. Oz.
Every day is a new chance for change, and everyone can start right now.
With all new ways to feel, encouraged, inspired, hopeful, confident, proud, positive, special, feel better every day. Make an appointment with Dr. Oz. Check in for your daily checkup.
Dr. Oz, airing weekdays at 11 on KLAX TV. Stay connected with KLAX ABC31. Visit us online anytime. Get today's top stories and trending topics. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. See our pics on Instagram. Watch us on YouTube. And make KLAXTV.com your home for local news and information. Plus, download the KLAX weather app for your smartphone or tablet. Get live current conditions, radar maps, alerts, and more. More ways to stay connected with KLAX TV.